As I'm sure we're all well aware, Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic has finally released, and while I don't think we've gotten any official merchandise for this game, I'm sure there's some coming down the line, but what we do have is some bootleg merchandise, guys. That's right, the Five Nights at Freddy's bootlegs strike again. It's been a long time since we got some really crazy Five Nights at Freddy's bootlegs like we used to back in the day, if you guys remember my videos on those, but yeah, it looks like we're getting some more for this game. I'm pretty surprised because I didn't feel like it was the type of game that warranted bootlegs or like bootleg companies would really bother with. But here we are anyway, so I thought we'd take a look at these. I thought they were really funny and interesting. Let me know what you guys think. If you're going to pick any of these up, comment down below. And while you're at it, why not hit that subscribe button? Let's get into it. So first of all, we have Jackie, and there's a lot of things we can very quickly figure out. So first of all, it's Mimic Jackie, I guess you would call her, because obviously her eyes are like white dots, which isn't entirely accurate to how the Mimic actually looked when they were being mimicking Jackie. It was more orangey, but you know, this kind of gets the job done. What I find really interesting is that Jackie's hair is like flicked upwards when obviously it's meant to be kind of downwards. I think this plush must be based off a scene where Jackie's hair was up or something. Yeah, I feel like it wasn't this like flicked upwards, you know. I actually also want to reiterate something. I was completely wrong. I just checked, and Jackie's hair actually was like this normally. So that's cool. Anyway, let's move on to the elephant costume. This guy doesn't really have a name, but it's one of the first costumes we saw all the way back in Ruin, if you guys remember that. I think this one is one of the better looking ones, definitely. I think the body looks a bit skinny, but, you know, doesn't really matter that much. But what I really feel is that the face is just kind of a mess. I think the face would have looked a lot better without those lines around the eyes. That's a big thing that I think throws it off. It just makes it look too cartoony, like it's meant to be 2D or something, which, yeah, like I said, I just feel like really throws this whole thing off. But then we have then we have Dolly. Dolly is honestly probably the best looking character here in terms of like accuracy and whatnot. The legs definitely take a dip in quality because I don't know if this is meant to be Mimic Dolly or if this is just normal Dolly. There's a lot of conflicting aspects to her, but overall I think it looks great. But just like the elephant, I think it would have benefited a lot from not having those lines. Honestly, it makes the middle chest piece line thing look like the scooper that Baby had, which would honestly add up because this also looks like she has those face plates from Sister Location, which is maybe a bit of lore there that people haven't noticed. But overall, I think she looks great. I think they did really good on this one in particular. But yeah, like I said, I think it would have looked better if she dropped the whole cartoon-esque thing. You know, I don't really understand that. But, you know, each their own. Next up is Mr. Oh, I don't even remember this guy's name. Big Boss or something. Comment if you guys remember his name. This one, again, I think looks fantastic because it's in kind of a different style from the other ones where he doesn't use lines like a cartoon. It's more that he's using like pictures kind of on him without the lines, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think he looks really good. But the fact that it's printed on makes me a bit nervous because I know this kind of material has a tendency to just kind of rub off because it's like ink and it's not inked properly. And considering these are bootlegs, they definitely wouldn't be inked properly. But like, if this was an official product, I think it would be fantastic. I think it looks pretty good. They did a good job overall. It definitely doesn't stand, but like the arms look cool, the way they bend and everything. What I will say though is I'm very confused by his signs because on the right we can see this one says buy here, tickets, and then I think the text under it says games, fun, food. And that's all fine. But then we go over to the left and his sign seems to say CHYSH TKV your Luca. TKLS way. what the hell is he saying? I would assume that they've run this through some sort of AI and it's like messed up. Obviously it's meant to say try your luck, tickets this way. I'm not sure what the top left thing is meant to say, but how the hell did this happen and make it through? Like, that is actually absurd. And also something negative I don't like about it is the fact that his nose is printed on means that they wouldn't stick out at all. And I feel like with his mouth there was some real opportunity to make something really cool there, but again, this is a bootleg, so you know, I'm not gonna be upset. It's fake, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Anyway, then we have Mr. and Mrs. Helpy, which is so cute. And these are easily the best plushies in the whole set, I think, personally. The fact that they're more stitched on, the noses look to be plastic. They are, again, unfortunately, kind of inked on with their prints, which is a shame because that, again, probably means that they rub off really easily. But I really appreciate that their cheeks have a bit of blush. And I just think in terms of the game's characters, these guys are easily the most accurate. But yeah, I love these two. I think they look adorable. Bootleg company, you know, you guys did good. These two look really good. They look really accurate. They look the most high quality out of all of them, I'd say. Which I know is an incredibly low bar, but yeah, I don't know. I really like these two. I'm not sure what it is about them. But anyway, then we come to our very last character, and trust me guys, I saved the best for last. I don't even know what to say. And I don't know what they were thinking either. Like, oh, it just like, okay, let's all be fair. The character from the game doesn't look great, right? He's not a looker. He looks terrifying. He looks creepy. He looks weird. He looks off. But they've really impressed me by somehow making him look even worse by just stretching the absolute hell out of that hideous face. You know, they've done it. They've made him look even worse. I'm impressed. I'm really, really impressed. So he's got his hands outstretched. His legs are completely straight, which is a change because I'm so used to his legs being bent because he does this creepy little squat all the time. Like, honestly, if I'm not being silly, I think it looks okay, but it's just the face. The face I have no words. I genuinely have no words. Like, it's so stretched. It just looks awful. And it wouldn't even have been that hard to kind of stitch a face in like they did for Mr. and Mrs. Helpful, you know? Would that have been so difficult? Probably not, but apparently for this bootleg company it was. So he just looks awful and he looks horrifying, and if I saw this, I would honestly die, you know, just to put it simply. This would kill me instantly. But yeah, so that does it for this batch. So this is all kind of one bootleg company, I'm pretty sure, but then we do have another two plushies. We have the elephant again, and we have the, I don't really know what you call this. It's kind of like a penguin bird thing, I suppose. I didn't really catch what this was meant to be. This was another one of the characters that we saw at the end of Ruin. So it's cool to see that kind of representation here. And honestly, okay, so that, not counting that whole batch, I think these two look the greatest. They just look incredibly high quality. Like, they look like there is a lot more effort and just everything put into these guys. And like I was saying before, you know, I thought the eyes looked bad because they were just like, they had lines, like it was a cartoon, which to be fair affects this entire thing. But these two don't have that. They have like actual eyes that stick out, and I think that makes them look really, really, really good. It was that simple, guys. That's all you had to do. But honestly, aside from that, like everything about these guys just looks really good. I think they're very high quality. They've done well. Yeah, I honestly, if someone confused these two for official products, I would not blame them in the slightest, honestly. I think they look really good. They look really convincing. Yeah, honestly, they did well. That's all the praise I can give for a bootleg. So yeah, we haven't seen anything official come out yet, but hopefully we will soon, because that would be really, really cool. And I would love to see that. Would love to review that. let me know if you guys want to see a review of these ones. Actually, I would love to make a video on them. So if this video that I'm talking in right now does well enough, I would love to make a video on these guys physically, you know, get them, test them out, get the ink all over my hands, because I know that's definitely what they do. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I haven't been posting a lot lately. I've been extremely busy with outside of YouTube stuff, which trust me is not fun, and I wish I had more time, but yeah, it's just how things are at the moment. So yeah, if you have any video ideas or anything you want to see, let me know down below by commenting. And yeah, make sure to like this video, subscribe, or otherwise, as you guys know, if you don't subscribe, I will literally kill you. Peace out.